Hello and welcome to Developing a Research Question. My name is Dr. Sebastian Mahfood. I'm basing this PowerPoint video on the work of William Badke, whose Research and Design, Module 3, deals with this topic. Bill Badke's course can be found at catholicdistance.org/researchdesign.html. The first step in developing a research question is to develop a problem statement. The problem statement is simply a question that identifies some kind of issue within the paradigm in which you're dealing. Problem statements usually come in the form of research questions or thesis statements. If you're starting out researching a topic in which you have no prior experience, a research question is the better way to start. Once you have your problem statement, you want to draft a preliminary outline. What are the elements that would go into answering a question like the one you've posed? You'd next want to determine what approaches and methods you'll use to answer your question. Considering the intent and extent of the research, you have 5 questions to answer. Identify the structure of the paradigm in which you are working. If it's Arabic philosophy, you know that it's got a framework already around it in the synthesis of Aristotelian and Neoplatonic philosophy. You also know that it's got a historical context in the period known as the Golden Age of Islam, which began in the early 9th century and lasted until the 12th century. Next, imagine how you would express a problem statement within that paradigm. What data would you gather concerning it? How would you analyze that data? At a certain point, you're going to find yourself with enough information to write your paper. You want to use that information as a tool rather than as a goal. Concerning that tool, both the viewpoints that complement your idea and the viewpoints that work against it are useful. Your successful use of these tools will enable you to provide compelling evidence to support the solution you propose. When we consider problem-based research, we look upon it in terms of our addressing some kind of problem within the discipline itself. We might even endeavor to use our findings to address a social problem that faces us today. The format then is simple. We need the following: a statement of research, an analysis of the data, a sifting of evidence, and a conclusion. The development of the paper is a fairly linear path. The first step is to acquire working knowledge of the subject area. That's usually done through reading encyclopedic entries online or reading a few key books. The next is to develop a research question. Then create an outline. Then identify books and journal articles you can use. Evaluate the information you find. Organize the information you can use. Finalize your research question and outline. And then write the paper. Okay, your mission is to create a research question on your topic. Do this by ensuring that the question is problem-based and narrowly focused. Then develop your outline, and then you're done with this portion of the research project that you'll be doing for your class this semester. Feel free to contact me on the discussion board. In the meantime, God bless and goodbye.